Imagine anyone losing everything in an instant. His home, family, gone in a flash of fire. This is the story of a wolf pup who fought to survive a raging wildfire and the firefighter who risked his life to save it. It's a story of courage, hope, and the power of kindness. Stay with us until the end. You'll be amazed by what happened. It all started with a careless mistake. Campers left their fire smoldering, and strong winds turned it into a disaster. Flames spread quickly, burning through the forest and forcing animals to flee for their lives. Birds flew, deer ran, and smaller animals hid underground. But not all could escape. Deep in the forest, a wolf pack lived peacefully. When the fire reached their den, the wolves panicked. The adults tried to lead their pups to safety, but in the chaos, one tiny pup fell behind. It was only a few weeks old, still wobbly on its feet. Lost and scared, it stumbled into a trap of burning branches. With fire all around, it cried out in fear. A howl that cut through the roar of the flames. That howl reached the ears of a firefighter battling the blaze. He was no stranger to loss. After losing someone close to him, he'd struggled to find meaning in his work. But something about that cry stirred something inside him. He couldn't walk away. He had to save the pup. The firefighter moved fast, pushing through the heat and smoke. Flames lit up the trees, and the ground burned beneath his feet. But he didn't stop. The pup's cries guided him deeper into the fire, past falling branches and thick smoke that made it hard to breathe. Then he saw it, a small trembling shape covered in ash. Its fur was singed, and its tiny body shook with fear. Without hesitation, he grabbed the pup, holding it close to shield it from the heat. The pup whimpered, but didn't resist. It trusted him completely. But the danger wasn't over. The fire closed in, cutting off their escape. The firefighter ran, dodging falling trees and jumping over burning logs. Smoke stung his eyes and his lungs burned, but he didn't stop. At one point, flames blocked his path, forcing him to find another way out. He pushed through, refusing to give up. Finally, he broke through the smoke and reached safety. He fell to his knees, exhausted, but still holding the pup tightly. His team rushed over, pouring water on both him and the pup to cool their burns. Even as medics checked them, he refused to let go. The pup survived, but it was badly hurt. Its fur was burned, its paws were blistered, and it had breathed in a lot of smoke. Rescuers worked all night to clean its wounds and keep it hydrated. Through it all, the firefighter stayed by its side, gently stroking its head and speaking softly to keep it calm. News of the rescue spread quickly. Photos of the firefighter and the pup touched hearts around the world. Donations poured in to help wildlife rescue efforts, and volunteers came forward to care for animals affected by the fire. But for the firefighter, the pup wasn't just a rescue story. It became his reason to keep going. He started volunteering at animal shelters, helping injured wildlife and teaching others about fire safety. Slowly, the sadness he'd been carrying began to fade. The pup, now named Ash, grew stronger every day. Despite its scars, it learned to walk, play, and trust again. When the time came to release Ash back into the wild, it was bittersweet. The firefighter stood at the edge of the forest, watching as the pup turned back one last time. Their eyes met, and it felt like a silent thank you. Then, with a flick of its tail, Ash disappeared into the trees, free once more. This story shows that even in the darkest moments, hope can rise from the ashes. It reminds us how powerful compassion can be, and how one act of kindness can change lives. If this story touched your heart, please like this video, share it with someone who needs inspiration, and subscribe for more amazing rescue stories. Tell us in the comments, what's the most powerful rescue story you've ever heard? We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.